What up, y'all? Today we're following our down recovery, and today we're going to be talking about biking. Biking, we're definitely putting pressure on our hamstring, quads, hip flexors, being in that repetitive position. Our upper body is isometrically contracted as to create stability of the trunk, and our handlebars that will rotate left or right, turn left or right with it. But most of the time we're just driving in a straight path. So that creates stability at the trunk. Our hip flexors are getting a lot of pressure because of the load, and we are going in a circumduction function of our hip. So today, the modality I want to talk to you about is the PNF. PNF, what is a PNF? It's called proprioreceptive neuromuscular facilitation, which basically means we contract and relax our muscle while stretching. So it's a bit more dynamic and static at the same time, but let's have fun with it, okay? Motion assessing if you do have the full range of motion. So step one, check if you have full range of motion. Step two, so basically for the elbow, I check the full, okay, do I got full range of motion, no restriction, everything is fine, good, I can move on forward. Now, that being said, we moved on, now we choose the one we want to do. So let's say, contract, relax, it's contracting the muscle involved. So, you could either, we'll perform this one in a stretch position. I like doing them in the stretch position. You could do them in any style of position too. Just because if we're in a stretch position, it creates a better feedback from the neuromuscular system. So the body and the brain understands that our arm can go a bit further and increase the range of motion of the elbow, shoulder, knees, and hips, and all the other joints basically. So basically first, contract, relax. Let's say I wanna do a stretch for my pec, PNF, contract, relax. So it's gonna be, find your, very simple here. It's gonna be in that position. I'm feeling a stretch. So I'm feeling a stretch for, we'll go 10 seconds stretching, static stretching, and then we're gonna go 10 seconds contraction, and then relax, and then we can go through the full range of motion, take a couple steps forward, okay? So basically, the system I like to use, it's gonna be 3 sets of 10 seconds, 10 seconds static, and then same thing, 10 seconds dynamic, or isometric, I should say isometric. So basically, we repeat that same protocol, that same set 3 times, then after that we do the other side. Cool? Great, so that's number one. Number two, antagonist contract. So basically, this one's gonna be very interesting, this one we're going to do it for the bicep just because it's very easier to understand in the bicep. So, and it goes to, this one is contract, relax, we're speaking about the muscle being involved here. Antagonist, we're talking about the muscle that is opposing the action. So if we think of our bicep, so that's our arm, that's our bicep here, our tricep all the way here. When we increase our elbow flexion, so when we bring our arm up, we're increasing tonus, muscle here and tone of the bicep. But we're also stretching our tricep as the arm go, so it's basically gonna go like this, and then our arm's gonna be a bit more, so our tricep's gonna be stretched, elbows flexion. But to stretch the tricep, we gotta also remember the position of the shoulder, but that's too much in detail. But just a matter of fact, and then if we want to stretch a bicep, we're going to be contracting. If we want to stretch a bicep here, our tricep is going to be contracted or in a shortened position. Good? If we understand here, another drawing. So, if we go here, same thing. I go through my full range of motion first. Then, I want to stretch my bicep. Okay. I'm going to contract my tricep. So we'll do it fully. So check full range of motion on my bicep. Okay, cool. My bicep is tight. Now I'm gonna bring my arm in a stretch here and go out to fully stretch the bicep, because there's bicep attached on the coracoid process of the scapula and onto the medial portion of the humerus on the medial condyle, if I recall. And we're talking about bicep brachii here. So here yes, it's extended, but it's not fully stretched. I'm gonna internally rotate my arm and push it back. Okay, so now I'm in that position. I'm in a stretch position on my bicep. Yes, this is great, but that's not the PNF antagonist contract. So I'm gonna be here in that stretch position, and I'm gonna contract my tricep for 10 seconds and relax. I could go up, contract my tricep for another 10 seconds and relax. And relax. Good? So, same thing here. 3 sets, 10-second hold, 10-second stretch, and 10-second contraction. If you like to go in detail with that, same thing here. And then the last one, it's basically both together at the same time. So, I use this one a bit more specific for our biking day, but follow the rest of the exercise for the rest of the day. That's a bit more knowledge and deeper diving into what is a PNF. So, basically, you're going to be in a stretch position. So, we're going to do this one for the hamstring. If I lift my leg up at 90 degrees, I am stretching my hamstring. And then contracting my hip flexors and quad because it's coming in a shorter position. So, we're actively bringing our leg up. So, you can do that 2 ways. You could do it on a door or having a blue band, or just a band or a towel holding your legs. If you have enough mobility or flexibility, you could use your arms to get behind your thigh. So, as I get in that position, I am stretching my hamstring. Great. Now, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna activate our quad, so it's gonna be an antagonist. Contract, we're gonna contract our quad to stretch our hamstring. Whoa. Now, after that, we're gonna put our band or towel door, and then we're going to bring in again. So we're going to move it, bring our quad in a shorter position even more, and then as for 10 seconds, and then after we're done that, we're going to stay in that position, and then do the same thing but for the hamstring now. So we're going to finish with a contract relax. So we're going to be pushing against the wall or the band to maximize that stretch we just did to the hamstring. Good? Cool? Now let's get to it. So, get your feet through the band, cross it out, bring it all the way up, so you feel a stretch. Then, you feel a stretch, you're going to do what's our first series. It's going to be stretch for 10 seconds, and then contract for 10. And then relax. And then increase your range of motion, increase your stretch, and again, and relax. Good? Very important here. I would highly recommend stability on a surface just to make sure your position is a bit better. If you want, and if you're not comfortable, you can do that on your stomach also. So, have fun with this, take your time, and in knee extension. So we're gonna lay on the floor for this one. Like, put your band across your feet and lay on your back. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. And then for 10 seconds, same still protocol. Extend, stretch for 10 seconds, and then contract, and then come back up. 10 seconds, static stretch, and then go back up. If you have a band on this one, just watch your face, because you don't want to be on Power Athlete, Be the Hammer, and like any home gym fails. Our next one, we're going to do it for the glutes. As we go through our circumduction in our cycle, we're putting a lot of pressure on our hamstring, but also on our glute to exert force to keep pedaling. So the next one we're going to be doing, it's the Piriformis Stretch. We're going to be in that position, hands in, and bring your knee to your opposite shoulder. So if I'm here, 90, that position, here, and then bring your knee towards you, and then Again, we're going to feel the stretch for 10 seconds. And I'm going to push against us to go back into that external rotation. So here, I stretch for 10 seconds and I resist my own pressure for 10 and relax. Okay, and we'll repeat that 3 sets. Going to be very similar in the position we were prior. So we're just going to be, again, 90-90 position. And I'm going to push our knee away. And bring it towards your opposite shoulder again. So, and relax. So try to get that, push that internal rotation of your hip. Feel that stretch and then bring your knee towards you after you finish that 10 seconds of static stretching. Good? Perfect. Our last one, for the hip flexor, this one's gonna be a bit more challenging. I highly recommend to do it off the bed or off a table if you have one. That way you can have a leg dangling out and just trying to push your leg up. It's a bit more, create a bit more accountability that way. But we can do it the same way here. So we're gonna be here in that hip stretch position. And so we're gonna hold it for 10 seconds here. Very important here, feel the stretch in your hip flexor, and then you're gonna try to bring your knee up. So here, pelvis is straight. We don't want to push with our glute. We want to try to bring our femur up. And relax. Okay, so try to think, if you want to increase your feedback with this one, because it's a bit more challenging if you do it in the same position as I am. So here, feel the stretch in your hip flexor, and then try to accentuate that flexion with bringing your knee up. Okay? This one's gonna be a bit more challenging, so have fun with this one and play around with it. Different positions gonna probably help it. Okay? But remember, we're doing it in a contract relax. You could definitely do it the other way also, which would be feel a stretch here and then activate your glute. And then it will stretch it also. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll talk about PNF. Remember, we got 3 different styles of PNF. Have fun with it. Enjoy and try to find different ways. If you have any questions, comment below. Let me know what you want to see. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about weightlifting recovery. So let's have fun with this. I'm super pumped about it. So see y'all tomorrow.